Authorities in Australia say more than 150 people have been rescued from floodwaters after torrential rain hit the eastern seaboard. Water levels in some rivers, particularly in Western Sydney, are continuing to rise. The area received a month's worth of rain in just 24 hours.
In the low-lying suburbs of New South Wales, locals were in for a very wet weekend after some areas saw a month's worth of rain in 24 hours. More than 150 people have been rescued across the state after extreme heavy rains led to massive flooding. One woman in the town of Wollongong, around 80 kilometres to the south of Sydney, described a house being swept down the street.
We're watching the flow of the water through the creek, and then all of a sudden we saw this cabin floating down the river itself and then crashed into the fence behind us. And while that was scary in itself, then we saw a couple of people come out of the cabin and into the water. So,
despite improving weather on Saturday, State Premier Chris Mittens warned that the situation was still critical.
It's important to note that flood levels in some of the rivers, particularly in Western Sydney, are continuing to rise, and that presents a real danger for some communities.
The downpours were caused by cool polar air coming in from the south, meeting a tropical band of air in the north, bringing conditions that brought transport networks and roads to a standstill and ruined the weekend plans of many.